Okay, so let's get started here. I'm sorry for the hold up. Uh, Also, if anyone has to drop off, certainly this will be recorded, so the full webinar session will be on the website within a few days as well. So today's class is to discuss various ways to trade options on the Lightspeed Trader platform. There are a lot of new tools that we have added recently, and there's a lot of ways to configure your options trading page, how to set up your option chain in level 2, and how to do your option order entry. So we want to just give you some of the ways to do so and show you some tips and tools that we now have and go through. Certainly we'll try to get to questions at the end. If you have them as they come through, please send them through. I'll try to answer them if they relate to the topic. If I'm going too fast, ask me to repeat it, but otherwise the version will be on the website here. So you can see here, everyone, my attached screen. I hope you can see my software here. So this is one of our basic layouts. You can go to the layout menu to change any of your layouts. A standard layout just for equities would be our basic one here. Then you could go to our third layout, which is a larger screen monitor, but you can see also it provides for the option chain, your option level 2, along with being able to have your option order form as well. So you can see my option chain here in the middle. If I click on any of the contracts, you can see it links to my option level 2 window, so I can see the specific bid or offer for the particular option contract. Starting with the option chain, I'll just expand this a little. You have the various settings. You can see the dates of the contracts. You can see all dates, date, near month, or specific contracts. So if I go all, you can see I can view multiple series of different contracts here, including if there were any offsets here. You can see Tesla has, if there's any type of corporate action and a corporate change in a certain series, we have those listed in a different format here as well. You can see we offer the weekly and the monthly contracts. You can see the SPY, they have July 2nd, July 3rd, so they have Monday, Wednesday, and Friday contracts and weekly, monthly contracts here as well. I can also then choose the strike price. Do I want to base it on all prices or the near money? The near money will expand from the current price, which you can see 269. So that would be my middle contract here on my strike price, 269, and gives me 3 contracts above and below. I could increase the amount of contracts I see in my series up to 10. If I do want to see all prices, though, I can change that configuration to view the entire range of strike prices from top to bottom. But if you want to do something that's relative to the actual price, near money is your option. Otherwise, let's say I know I want to look at something particular, I can go to my 300 strike price and see the branch off of anything that's up or below the 300 strike. Additionally, you can see I have, if I go back to my near money, you can see there's a shaded area and a black area on the option chain. One is going to indicate what's in the money, so anything as a call below the price here that's in the money, below 269.50, and any put as well that's in the money is shaded as well. So you have the ability to differentiate between in the money and out of the money as well. Once again, if I just click on the particular contract, it will populate the level 2. So yes, this is currently a demo account. You can request a demo from our website, and you are able to test out and place simulated option orders, and you are able to track positions and test out the software and the configurations. You are able to save your layouts and load them. and you are able to load that to your live account once you have that. So it's not going to waste your time by setting up your layout and configuration. So here's an example of a standard order. We can see the 270 here. Well, let's go to something that's, so these are strike price. These were done today. So something that actually had some value still, June 29th, 270. You can see here, bid ask, your last price, your volume, and you can see the bids and offers here. If I simply click on a price, it's going to populate my option level 2 window. So if I want to quickly adjust, you can see I click on the bid 137. That's going to populate my price here. If I wanted to buy on the bid or buy on the offer, I just could click. That's going to update the price. I can also use the mouse wheel to quickly scroll. And if I want to place the order, I hit the buy button or sell. You can see it gives me a confirmation, or I could choose to have that confirmation removed. But you can see I'm buying one contract, SPY, June 29th, 270 call at a price of 138. So also give me the BP requirement. Since this is a margin account, a 4 times multiple, it's going to take out 4 times the value of this position, but knowing it would be the 138 in cash. I hit yes. You can see the order would populate and go over to my orders window. In open order, 0 out of 1 is indicated in white. If I choose to cancel the order, I can right click to cancel or modify. I could change the price. I can click on the X to cancel. A red order indicates it's a canceled order, is not executed. I do it again. See, unfortunately, this is a demo after hours, so it's not going to fill. So unfortunately, if I had that market order, you'd see that the order would turn green, and I'd see the position in my positions window. Okay, so within the option chain, sorry about the noise here. Well, we are in the city. Get a lot of activity outside the window here, even if I'm on the 16th floor. So some other items you can do from your option chain. I can click onto my settings on my option chain. I could place additional data columns here. So if I want to view bid side size or ask size, I can add that. I want to see the depth, the last size, the high, the low, the open. All this data can be enabled and added to my option chain, as well as Greek's data can be enabled as well. You just have to request it. It would be available here as well. I'll add that in a second here for you as well. So you can also view positions. If you want to view your positions on the option chain, you can add your cost basis. You can add your executed trades. All this information can be displayed. Your P&L, your position can all be added to your level, your chain here. So if I want to see that I have executed trades or a cost basis, or my position count would also display on my level 2 in addition to my positions window. I'm just going to quickly log off here. Okay, so I just enabled the Greek data. All you have to do is request it. So you can see I now have the Greek column available. I can add my delta or any other Vega volatility. I could add all this data here, and I can view that very easily on my option chain. This is also available on your level 2. You can see the Greek is below delta, gamma, theta, Vega, volatility, all on the line here underneath in between the level 1 and the level 2 data. So the Greek data is available there as well. Now you can have your own pages specifically for options versus equities. You can create your own page. If I go to page 1, you can see I have a separate page here built specifically for options. You can view that, or I can load my own layout as well if I wanted to have a separate layout for options versus equities. So you can see I quickly could flip over to a page that's specifically designed for options, and you can see I have more than one option chain available. I have one in SPY, I have one in Facebook, and I also have a time and sales. I have 2 different level 2 windows open for different contracts, and my orders window, positions window, and even the complex options order entry. So I'll go into this as well. For the complex option order entry, you can use it for single legs. You can see here single or multiple. If I want a single leg, it's as easy as it sounds. I can right click on a contract. I can add that to the COE and I can have a single contract. Or if I want to change it and change my strategy, I can select multiple. We can say I want a covered call, and that's automatically going to know I'm buying 100 shares of the SPY, and I'm going to sell the call from the one order form. So it allows you to place the combination order. And you can see if I hit the go, it's going to show me the 2 legs here, buying the 100 and selling the 1 contract all at once, giving me the BP requirement as well. And if you look at my orders window, it shows it as a combination. It's showing the 100 share of the SPY plus the 1 contract, the call. So it's going to show the combination of both. Now, let's say you want to change your strategy. I could remove these legs. And I could change my strategy. Let's say I want to have a different type of strategy. So I'm going to add some additional contracts. I'm going to change my strike, my expiration. Let's say I want to do a spread between 2 contracts. If I right click on any 2 contracts, I can add the option both options as a strategy. So I right click and I could choose a debit or a credit spread. It's going to show me buying one and selling one. Now, if I decide this is my debit, I'm paying the amount, it's showing me exactly what the amount that I'm paying, 38 between the two, the price of buying 99 cents and selling 61 cents. Now, let's say I want to change that strategy quickly. I can change that from a debit to a credit very quickly. And you can see right away now I'm receiving the $38 rather than paying for it. So the credit, I'm now selling the lower strike and buying the higher strike. So it kind of built in there for you to be able to quickly flip your strategies very easily so you can place them. One of the nice features that we have added, you can see now we also have a risk chart for your spreads. You can see where your profit and loss marks would be and your break-even point. So we can see here 38 plus the 272 would be my break-even since I'm receiving that. Anything on the lower side of that would be positive. Anything higher than that for the stock, that would show as a negative loss here. So the risk chart is built in, and you can see if I change my spread again, that changes it as well. So now the opposite is true. When the stock goes up, I'm going to be profitable. When the stock goes down, I'm going to have a loss. So there is a built-in tool to help you decide where your profit and break-even points are, which is a very nice tool to quickly utilize. Now you can add multiple legs here as well. So I can choose them from two different sides here. If I add them all together, I can choose now if I want to do my own, if I want to buy and sell. So you can do your own type of strategies on your own, or you can have your built-in strategies as well. Now there are some settings that you can do to easily, instead of doing the highlights that I'm doing with the control button, there is a setting on your complex form. If you see here, there's a lot of settings involved here. You can choose your default markets. You can choose your default order types. You can choose your default buy price or sell price, whether the bid, ask, or the last. And I can also choose my leg mode, my default quantities. And I also have chain double click to add. This is a feature that I really like. I simply have to now double click on any contract. You can see it immediately populates the complex form. So I'm just double left clicking. Now also if I click on the bid, you can see this goes in as a sell. If I click on the ask, it goes in as a buy. So you can easily populate your form simply by double clicking on the chain, the bid or ask, to populate buy or sell. So it's a very fast way to utilize the order form and to get those orders in right away, buy or sell as you see fit. Now you can also default. So let's say I just want to update. I want to buy, sell at the ask, buy at the bid, or I can just modify these prices myself. If I want to have my own set spread rather than anything else, I don't have to utilize the bid or offer or the last price. I simply can choose my own spread amount. If I want to widen my spread and only execute if my spread amount is reached, I can do that just as easily. Now you can see we're able to add up to 4 legs. And whatever strategy is available here, if it qualifies, long butterfly, you can see buying one, it'll say sell 2, buy 1. So the system will automatically help you and configure this butterfly in a manner that is the correct format. So I just listed the 3 contracts. It knew that I'm buying the lower, selling the middle, and then I'm buying the higher. So, you know, it's able to configure that pretty easily as well. Okay, so stop for a minute here for some questions just on the option chain or the complex options order entry or the option level 2 window. Carl asks, can I use this in UK? Yes, Lightspeed is fully available for all international customers, so you are able to open accounts from anywhere in the world. Certainly, we have many international account holders at this time. Four legs would be the max that we provide on this order form. Days to expiration, if it would show that, I'd have to check. If it's not something that's available, it's something we can always look to add pretty easily. I'm not sure if it does have that feature. looks like we don't have that column currently, so it would be something that we would have to look to add. So as an option on futures, we do offer that as a company, not through this program or for currencies. So Lightspeed Trader would only do equities and options. We do have other products for the futures and options on futures and currencies. Well, you can view on your option chain if you just show all prices. That does show more than 10 strike prices. So that is available here for you. Lightspeed only does provide for US markets. So you see Amazon, you can see how many, and I could just scroll through. It will show you more than the 10 contracts. That's only specifically if you choose all. If you choose a specific strike, then it will show you the 10. Otherwise, if you choose all prices, it will show you all the contracts. Okay, so I want to go over some also tips and tools for creating some custom orders and hot buttons and hotkeys for your options. You know, we're well known for the equity side for the hotkeys and hot buttons, but this is available here as well for the option side as well. So I would have to click on the option level 2 window on the settings menu. Now you can see as well, we have our default settings here as well. I can show my Greeks, I could show my positions, my order ticket to show as a default, hot buttons to show, and I can also set my default quantities. Let's say I want a default quantity of 5. Let's say I always want to have it as a market order, and I want my default to always be the ask. I hit OK, you can see that changes and updates. Select a new contract. You can see it's now 5 contracts, a market order. If I like to change that market order to the limit order, it will default as the ask price now instead. If I change contracts, you can see the ask is 65 cents. That's what my price will default to. So you can do your defaults based on these various parameters of the level 2 settings, as well as if you want to change any of the colors, the fonts, the layout, you can add additional data columns to your level 1 window as well. But now this is where we'd also get into the commands and hot buttons. So if I click on the commands in my settings menu, this is where I could create my predefined orders. So let's say I want to do initially a buy. I have my smart route. I'm going to just say market, and I'm going to say 10 contracts. Could buy. This is a market order, so this part won't matter, but you can choose the bid, the ask, or the mid, and also have a target. So let's even do something like limit. We're going to buy the ask with a 5-cent through amount. So we'll say buy ask 10.05, and I could add this. Maybe it doesn't like that. Buy ask 10. see, something is not taking it. Someone is asking about the best route. The Lightspeed Smart route for options is a very strong route. It rotates and sends it to the best place for liquidity. If you have a contract that is trading pretty available, then using the Smart route would certainly be a strong option. You can use the direct routing if you wanted to. There are different markets here. There's a different cost involved. Sometimes if you're trading very specific contracts that have heavy volume on a certain exchange, you may want to direct your contract, your order to that exchange. But in general, the Smart is primarily what most of our users utilize and don't have any issues. Let's see, I'm having an issue here with the All right, so once again, sorry about that. I'm buying 10 at the ask. I click add, and that just saved my command. I hit OK. Now I can go back and I can add this command that I just created in my hot buttons window. So you can see now I have this order created by 10, and I just created that as a button. I can do the same thing here to sell, and we can say we want to just exit. So we're selling a closeout full position here at the market. Sell MKT. So that's selling my position at the market. Now there's two different ways you can have your command action actually. One is to send to your order ticket, and one is to send directly to the market. So one is going to update your orders form before you place the order, and one is going to actually send the order out live. So we can see here, I go back to my hot buttons window, the new order I created here as well, sell market, I can add. Now I can also colorize here as well. So the first one I have is buy 10. That actually populated the order form. You can see quantity 10 and updated to limit 5 cents above the offer. So that's what that command was prompted for. Now if I change that command here, I can click on it. I'm going to have this sent to market instead. I'm updating instead here immediately. And now instead of sending it to my order form, this sends an order direct. So you can see I'm now buying 10 as a limit 5 cents above. That order goes in direct. Now, this is a sell full. Since I don't have the position, it's not going to show, but you can see right away this order is going to generate and close my position. So if I have another one here selling short, I can do the same thing. Say sell 5 contracts. So instead of taking extra time, instead of taking extra time to configure this now down to 5 and to change my price or change my order type to market, I have my predefined orders. Very easy to set these and label them, and immediately looks like I'm getting a buying power rejection. So the order was working. I just don't have the buying power to sell the 5 contracts there. It's a little pricey of a contract. So if I went to something a little bit more manageable, we can see that order would go in right away. Sell 5 at the market. So I could sell short, or I could close that 5 contracts at a time. And it's a really way to save time, and if you're looking to scalp options and day trade, these type of tips and shortcuts are really what are going to separate you from getting that order in as fast as possible. And as we know, every second and every penny counts. So that's really what these are defined for. Now, as with equities, any of these commands that I've just created can be also applied as hot buttons. So we also have different commands that we've defined. We have a lot of different cancels that you can create as buttons or as hotkeys. So even the commands, you do have your stop order. You can place a stop on your hot command. It is available. It'll be stop market order. So that is possible as well. And I can do a stop below the bid, 10 cents. So that's a way to set a sell stop, close out my position. So it's really stop 10 below. So as I was saying, also with the hotkeys, if I go to my keyboard command and my custom orders, the orders that I created through the option level 2 are here as well. So if I have my buy 10 ask, I put that as shift 1. Then I have my sell market. I can have that as control 1. So right away, shift 1, buying 10. So even though this was set to 5 contracts as a limit order, you can see this goes in buying 10, 5 cents above the ask. So my hotkeys bypass the order form and able to place that order right away. Same thing, if I do my control 1, I'm going to sell based on my custom command as well. So even if I'm on my level 2 for equities here, I do my shift 1. Since that's an option hotkey, it's going to go in off of my active option level 2 window. So you have to be aware which keys are set up for options, which are set up for equities. Escape will cancel open orders. If you see, I just hit escape, that cancels the orders. That does not exit your positions. You can set different custom commands to close out your positions, but it's not automatically set for escape. So you would have to do your closeout position, but you would have to do your your option closeouts. So you would have to create your own commands for closing out. Okay, any questions on the hot buttons, the commands here? So we have my cancel orders as well. Cancel your last, cancel for the underlier, cancel your best bid, best offer, oldest, newest order. Okay, we'll just do a quick overview here again. We have our option chain, we have our option level 2, our option order form on the level 2, and I have my complex option order form. I can right click, left click here to populate either one. You can see I could place the order in either window. Single legs are best with the option level 2. If I want the complex form. I could change my parameters here as well. Easy to just change your settings here, buy or sell. Same thing with your complex, buy or sell, credit or debit, shows you your amounts, displays that very easily. Order goes in, and I have my risk and my break-even chart here as well. If you click on the settings menu, you can add any of the particular data columns that we have here. There's different categories, so if I want to see anything change, percentage from the open, high, low, close, percentage, dollar change, if I want to see the Greeks, if I'm looking for ask size, bid size, high, low, inside market, open interest. Here we go. I know Leon was looking for expiration days. I thought we did have it. So you can see it shows days to expiration. That is a column available. So that's under the options category. You can see the contract size, in and out of the money. So there's all different categories that we have here. Strike price, premium, open interest. All that can be available as different data columns. The underlying value, underlier value as well, premium multiplier, and you simply have to stretch out to see. So we can see in and out of the money amount. You can see the open interest on that particular contract, the underlier value, volume traded. So all those data columns are available. And then each other window has their own settings as well. The option level 2, you can have your default settings and your default order entry settings, default quantity, default market, default type, your default price to start, and other commands, your style, your fonts and colors, your layout, other data columns here. And you can also view your commands and your hot buttons as well. The level 2 window, the complex window, you can choose your defaults, you can choose your price settings, your quantity, your leg mode, if you choose to reset or not, your colors, your background, your fonts, your styles as well. So there's a lot you could configure and customize and set as your defaults. If your background, you want something that's a little lighter, you can do that as well. So whatever's going to work best for you, and whatever's going to make you see the information as fast as possible and react and be able to place those orders. Okay, if we don't have any other final questions here, that's pretty much the information I was trying to convey, how to configure, customize, and set up the windows, how to enter your orders, and then how to set some of your hotkeys and commands for some of the shortcuts. If you guys do have some questions, I'd be happy to answer them. You can send them to sales@lightspeed.com. If you do not have an account with us and you're looking to open, certainly give us a call for some questions. If you want to request a demo, you can do it right from the upper right-hand corner. You can download and install the program and practice and configure. And of course, if you're looking to open the account, you can do so online as well. So I thank you guys for hanging in there due to the rough start that we had. I was a little rushed and I didn't maybe explain some things as clear as I wanted to, but certainly if you have any questions, you want to go over anything, just give a call, give an email. You know, we're very quick to answer the phone, quick for emails, and you know, we try to provide some solid support. So I thank you guys for attending. We'll put this over The new version should be on the website within the next couple of days, but if someone does want it, just email me. I could send you the latest version right now as well. So thank you very much, guys. Have a great night, and just let me know if you have some questions. We'll be happy to help. So take care. Thank you.